Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
Miss Karita. How you doing?
I'm okay. I think just left
Not.
conditioning class.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, that's a theme. Having this call on Wednesdays, the same day as conditioning. Everybody's like feeling it. By the time we get on here and check in, Daphne, did you go to class today?
Did you say Jesse?
Daphne.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. And what about you, Jessica? Jessie.
No, I did my cardio homework today
Okay,
instead.
yeah, yeah. I got your message. So we're gonna talk about that third. Um okay. Who who wants to share a win, struggle, and gratitude? Who wants to go first? Anything top of mind for anybody?
The win today
Hmm.
would be me going to conditioning when I'm on call
Okay.
because I'm always missing the class because of being on call. But I went anyway, knowing I got to work tonight 11 to 7. But I consider that a win because let me tell you, it's a challenge.
Yes, that is a win.
hmm
That's a great win. Cool.
And then you said gratitude
Uh-huh. And a struggle. If you
and a
had anything
struggle.
that you like
Well,
struggled with this week.
so I'm always struggling with my meal plan. Yes, I had beans and
Mm-hmm.
carb. I had my
Mm-hmm.
so that was my struggle definitely. But I just went on ahead and threw my meat on a salad and let that be that. And I have
Okay.
more lunch or
Mm-hmm.
whatever
Right.
meal prep.
Cool.
Gratitude. I don't know, I have gratitude about everything. I'm just I'm actually I missed yesterday. I don't know why it felt like forever. And I just told my mother half, I was like, I know it's gonna be hard today because I haven't been to class in so long. And I thought about it, I said, I went to class Monday. So I'm actually like getting used to,
You creating
going.
a habit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that. And
Yeah.
yes. And that's me.
Excellent. Excellent. And so
Okay.
I know that you had double up on carbs.
hmm
So did you make that adjustment like half beans, half potatoes?
Yes, so that's what I did initially, but then when we were talking about dinner, I was like, I'm not supposed to have, any carbs.
For
So
dinner, yeah.
yeah, so I just make that meal lunch, and I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
it could be, a little breakfasty for me because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's all.
Good.
hmm
Perfect. Excellent.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
good. All right. Awesome. Daphne, how you doing? Are we doing better?
Definitely better. I definitely had to cut back on the veggies though. It
Okay,
was
yes. And you got the greens, right?
it should be here in a day or two, but I
Cool.
as soon as I said I got it, I had just ordered it, so I'm excited about that. I think that is going to be a huge game
Yay.
changer for me. Um I definitely fell off a little bit over the weekend because I had a family, my nephew's birthday. It was a 2-day entire family celebration. But I'm back on it as
Okay.
of Monday. I'm back on it, back on my eating plan, and definitely struggled through the class today, but I made it through the end. So
Yes, very
that is my
good.
and I'm just grateful that, every time we come in, we tell you like we messed up something or maybe we didn't do something so great. You're always just positive about it and encouraging. So I'm very
Yeah.
grateful for the entire gym staff and just all the motivation and encouragement. It's just amazing.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, it's progress, not perfection. We don't expect perfection. I don't expect perfection from myself. And I know this meal plan front to back. Like I know all there is to know about it, and it's all about progress. And I also have, even at doing my best, there's still always progress to be made. Like I know lately I'm noticing in my face, I'm like, man, I can't be drinking enough water. Like I'm doing the calories and all these things, but I know I'm not getting enough water. Or I know I'm not getting enough sleep. So there's always room for progress. So that goes for you guys too. So I'm very happy to hear that you're back on track. I'm glad I think the greens are gonna be a good
Key.
solution. Yeah. So that would be
Mhm.
good. And you can add that to smoothies. You can mix it with like I've mixed it with vanilla protein before. It's a
Oh,
different taste, but it works. It
okay,
works.
okay.
It really does. So then you get a two birds with one stone kind of effect. So let me know when that comes in for sure. And
Definitely.
then Miss Jessie, you did your homework today. Did you have any struggles since the last time we spoke or since the last check-in?
So I've had like two struggles for this week. One was something similar to Daphne this past weekend. Was my cousin's wife's birthday. I didn't have cake or anything, but I definitely didn't have um like a fat at dinner. And I didn't have any veggies at like dinner on Saturday. And then Sunday um Sunday we were just kind of home, but with the egg roll truck being in town this past weekend, my husband couldn't help it, and that's what we ended up eating for dinner or for like lunch, not dinner, for lunch.
Okay.
But other than that, I've been pretty good on the like meals, and I know you and I have talked a couple times where like I'm not really a meal prepper because I have the opportunity to cook every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But I mean, usually for breakfast, I'm doing my smoothie with the proteins in it. And then my other struggle has been actually, I've been meaning to talk to you about it on whether I should move up to level 3 of the food plan or not, because I'm starting to have the same struggle that I did when I got so used to level 1. Like, I'm just starting to not feel as full throughout the day. And even though I'm snacking on like actual protein instead of the protein shakes, because I ran
Mm-hmm.
out of the powders. I just haven't gotten a chance to go to the store and get more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, those have been kind of my struggles. I'm back on track for the planning or the meal eating portion of it.
Okay.
For me, it's
Okay.
more so the not the feeling like still hungry after the fact that eaten.
And that's with you like doing the meal plan to a T?
Yes, it's like the carb, the veggie, the protein at breakfast. Because I'm on level 2, I'm doing like the 6 ounces of protein.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which usually in the mornings I would end up having a little bit more than the 6 ounces because of the protein powder in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then I would like 2 hours later to 3 hours, because I'm a stylist, I don't really have like an exact time measurement. Usually it'll be like a couple hours to a few hours after I've had breakfast. I'll do like my snack.
Mm-hmm.
Which right now I've just been grilling some kind of like grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A, except I'm like grilling them at home, making them
Okay.
at home and taking them as my snack. And then for lunch, same thing, carb, veggie, protein, and then dinner, same, like the fat instead of the carb.
And then you having another protein snack in between lunch and dinner?
Yes.
Okay. And how much chicken are you doing for that snack?
Um, the 6 ounces.
You're doing 6 ounces as the snack?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to like lessen it or not, so I've been
Mm-hmm.
just doing what is like the amount
Hmm.
that the meal plan says.
Okay. Yeah. Typically it's y'all can't see. Wait, can y'all see me? Oh yes, never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm the one that has
Squirrel.
my camera off. I'm on my way home from work, so
I looked
that's
at
usually
I
why I'm not in the Zoom
No,
meetings.
you're good. You're good. I looked at like the list of participants and I saw Coach Jay's face. And so I thought that you guys weren't seeing my face. Okay, let me explain. Like this. That's what I
Gotcha.
saw. So I thought that's what you guys were seeing. Anyway, yes, typically it's going to be a half serving for your hi Crystal. It's gonna be a half serving for your snack, but if you're already doing double that and you're still finding yourself hungry, my question is gonna be in regards to your hydration and what specific vegetables are you using for your veggie? Like, what's your go-to veggie? What's the one that you're having the most? What veg?
So I don't really have like a go-to veggie. I The only go-to veggie I guess you could say I have is the spinach because I have it in my breakfast shake every morning. I just think it's
Okay.
the easiest veggie to have it to like blend into a shake.
And then
Um,
what about like lunch and dinner? What veggies do you have in rotation? I just want to make sure that it's something more dense than like iceberg lettuce. You know, you want something like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, something that's a little more hearty, just to make sure,
so
you
I
know.
usually alternate between broccoli, cauliflower, um, and not just like the lettuce, but like an actual salad. So it'll
Okay.
have like red cabbage in it. Um, Occasionally there's been like some shredded like carrots in it because it like I buy the already pre-made salads sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Any
but
kale?
I don't I kale is the one like green vegetable I cannot get behind. Like no
Okay.
matter how many times I've tried it, I can't seem to find a way that I like it enough to really like say, yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I did
Mm.
recently get some Brussels sprouts. I'm just not really sure how to make them, so I haven't quite made them yet. Um,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this goes for everybody. If you ever run, oh, and then your hydration. Are you getting half of your body weight in water? Half of your body weight in ounces of water every day?
I'm probably drinking right about it or right over it. Um
Okay.
Usually.
And
Like
then are you
I
mhm.
usually fill my 40-ounce Stanley 2 to 4 times a day.
Okay. And then are you tracking your weight every week at the gym?
Either at the gym or at home if I don't make it to the gym or if I forget to do it before my workout at the gym.
Okay. And is that trend going downward?
Yes, although this past week I want to say, I was slightly above what I was the week prior, I think.
Okay. So, what I was gonna say, everybody, you guys all heard those questions. So, if ever it comes a point where you're still feeling like you're hungry, from the meal plan that you're following, you want to make sure that the quality of your vegetable, like we're not doing cucumbers as our vegetable. Cucumbers are great, nothing wrong with them, but they're not gonna have as much nutrient density. You want to go for the green leafy vegetables, the very nutrient dense. Try some new things with that. And then making sure that hydration is at least half of your body weight in ounces. But of course, you can go as high as a gallon of water a day. The suggestion that I'm going to make to you, Jesse, and anybody else, excuse me, that might run into this issue is you can always increase the amount of protein you're having. You can always increase the amount of vegetables you're having. So those are like our basic building blocks. The carbs, we want to leave them where they are. We're not doing too much on carbs because we're getting an adequate energy from what we have already. But when it comes to satiety, um, increasing your protein, increasing your vegetables, and making sure that we're going with like very nutrient dense veggie options. And then of course the fat burner. Jessica, I don't know if you're taking the fat burner right now, but that also helps with satiety. So making sure that you're you're not still feeling hungry in between. Are you taking the fat burner right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think level three. I mean, it sounds like you might be eating level three anyway if you're having 6 ounces of protein in between each meal. So we don't necessarily need to. You can just add. I would add more veggies if you've already added more protein to your rotation. My next suggestion would be to maybe double up on your veggies since you're already basically doing that for protein, and then do that for about a week. And we see, but you got to be doing it to a T. It's got to be perfect. The hydration's got to be on point. The protein has to be on point. Like you got to be making sure that you're hitting all five eating opportunities each day so that we can evaluate, knowing that all those variables are consistent. Does that make sense? I can't hear you if you're talking. Crickets. Crickets. You just hop in, Jesse, whenever. But I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna say hi to Miss Juliana, Miss Crystal. And then this is a pop quiz. The person who made me think about this pop quiz question, they're not on the call, but I wanna know how how do cheat meals play into the 8 week challenge? Who knows? How
Well,
do
Bobby,
we
what are no cheat meals?
Okay, Miss Daphne.
Good question.
That was a trick question. Yeah, this is a challenge, everybody. And I was thinking about this. I should have said this to everybody during during our nutrition meetings. This is a challenge, right? It's an 8 week challenge. You guys saw the results, the different before and afters and things. Those results, it comes from a whole lot of telling yourself no. You committed to this challenge. That's how it happens. Telling yourself no to the things that want to be a part of your life but don't align with the version of ourselves that we're striving to become. We're saying no to those things and we're saying a whole lot of yeses to the things that haven't actually been habits that we need to develop. So we're completely switching the narrative. So a part of this challenge, not for your life. It's not sustainable to never have an indulgence, but for the 8 week challenge, for the sake of showing up for ourselves, proving to ourselves that we're worth doing this hard thing, choosing to do this thing that is uncomfortable but beneficial to us. A part of that is just think about think about that cheat meal, work towards that cheat meal, that first cheat meal in 2 months. All right, it's gonna be worth it. And the more that we resist the temptation to indulge prematurely, the easier it's going to be to not even have those cravings gnawing at us or that temptation gnawing at us. Miss Jessie, I will say it's gonna be good to, even if you're not meal prepping because you don't necessarily need to, when something like the egg roll truck comes up and your husband can't help it, it's gonna benefit you to have something. You gotta keep that thing on you at all times, whatever that thing might be. It could be a protein shake, it could be a tuna packet or two, but you gotta stay ready, okay?
Okay.
And then,
I do have an option.
what's up?
So usually when it comes to that time of the month for us females, I get a really big craving for like sweets. I know you said to like avoid them. Is there like a healthier way? Because it seems like even if I've snacked on like fruits in the past, it doesn't satisfy the craving.
Yeah, so this is just an idea. I talked about this last week because I did it like 2 weeks ago. And it was amazing. And I need to buy some more sugar-free banana pudding jello mix. Because what I did, I made like a version of banana pudding. I'm not much of a banana pudding girl, but for some reason that's what I decided to make. And I used the Greek yogurt, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I add the sugar-free banana pudding jello mix, and you can use any kind of jello mix. Like you use chocolate pudding mix, as long as it's sugar-free. cheesecake. There's a cheesecake flavored pudding mix. You could use that too. And I mix that in with the yogurt. So you can have chocolate pudding, you can have banana pudding. You can have any kind of pudding you want, even though it's yogurt. And then you can use the any kind of 0 calorie sweetener. So that could be a syrup like the Torani, um like the coffee syrups. You could also do cottage cheese. And I know cottage cheese rubs a lot of people the wrong way, but when you blend it, then you get past that texture issue and then you could flavor it however you want. So that's another option. But sugar-free sweeteners like stevia, you could do any you find a recipe that you like and you send it to me and I will help you make it compliant. Cause I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm also a pastry chef. So if y'all think Coach Neek doesn't have a sweet tooth, you're absolutely wrong. Like you're really wrong. So we can handle those sweet cravings in a lot of different ways. It just depends on, I can't tell you to have pudding if you don't like pudding in the first place. But based on what you do like, there are ways to satisfy those cravings without, going off the deep end. But do either of those, like the banana pudding or adding the sugar-free mix, does that sound like something that might be that you might want to, try? Jesse, what are you doing? It's okay. You pop in and answer me when you get ready. I'm gonna go around the room because I want to know if there are any other struggles. I know we had some people pop in. I might have lost someone too, but any struggles that we're facing around nutrition that I haven't addressed yet?
Can I ask a quick one?
Mm-hmm.
And you probably did address this at some point, but I am only human. Is a Diet Coke once in a while okay? If you said artificial sweeteners are okay?
You can have a Diet Coke every day.
Yes, I love it. My husband was like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
Diet Coke,
Zero
no.
calorie. 0 calorie. And that's the next thing on my list. You want your drinks to be 0 calorie.
Oh,
That's
oh,
it. That's the requirement. I do want you to hit that water goal. Don't go
definitely.
hydrating on Diet Coke.
No, 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 no. But
Okay?
just the clearance, that's one craving that I do get is a bad soda
Yeah.
craving. So,
Yeah. Diet Coke, Coke Zero. If it's 0 calories, you're good to go.
What
awesome.
about
Thank
those
you.
popsicles that are zero sweet that say zero popsicles?
Popsicles, you said?
Yeah, I
Like
bought a
zero
popsicle.
sugar added.
Yeah.
So
Because
we
what is
want
the difference with zero ad? Because you catch me today with a kombucha.
Yeah, I know. Jeriana sent me a picture of her meal with some kombucha in the background. Like this meal is great, but that kombucha not on the plane. It's not 0 calories.
Then
So we
I
want
read the other one and it says zero ad. So I'm kind of confused if it's zero or
hmm
is zero like.
right.
Uh, mhm.
0 calories, not zero added sugar because sugar is still sugar. So even if it's not added sugar, you're still getting sugar, which translates to carbohydrates. So it's excess carbs aside from what's allotted on your meal plan. So we want to do 0 sugar added is great. But for this meal plan, is 0 calories for your drinks. So you could do like Crystal Light or you can do any kind of drink pack that adds flavor to your water as long as it's 0 calories. Um Yes, yes. What else did I have on here? Okay. Yeah, that was my other thing, the 0 calorie drinks. And any other struggles that we need to address before I go around the room? I want to make sure that we're all on track
What about chocolate? The one is the chocolate 100% cacao, something like that. That black, that one is good. What percentage? Because it came 70, 80, and 90. 90 is too
Bitter.
strong. So,
Well, if we're talking about cocoa powder, are we talking about cocoa powder? Or are we talking about chocolate chips?
no, the bars that you can find like bars cocoa that say 100% something or 90% or 80% that people say that you can take that one, but not the regular bar of
Okay.
chocolate like a Kit Kat or something because that's
Yeah, no milk
what you.
chocolate. The darker the chocolate, the better. But also, chocolate's not on the plan. So when you get out of your 8 weeks, we can definitely have a great conversation about the chocolate that you can implement into your diet without. But right now, honestly, if you want chocolate, you could do cocoa powder and mix that into like a smoothie. I'll do a protein shake, protein
Oh, okay,
powder,
Mhm.
cocoa powder, just straight cocoa powder, unsweetened if you want to get that chocolate fix. And you can also do like the jello, the chocolate pudding, zero sugar to get that chocolate flavor. And I'm sure there are other things that I'm just not thinking about right now. I saw a sweet potato brownie recipe where sweet potato is like the base, but you add the cocoa powder and whatever else to get the chocolate and get some of the texture. But sweet potatoes are on plan, so you don't go off plan by. But listen, guys, Pinterest, TikTok, Google, of course, you can find any recipe. We have the recipes already that are there for you that go with the meal plan. But if you find a recipe outside of there or your favorite fitness influencer posts a recipe that's macro friendly, send it to me so that we make sure that it's like on plan. And then you can get creative. And that's a part of this whole thing is like if you can't get creative with your options that you do have, not paying attention to the things that we're steering away from. If you can't get creative with the options that you do have, then doing this for 8 weeks is gonna be miserable. And when the 8 weeks are over, you just might do something you don't have no business doing. So this is the time to find out how to make things work, how to get creative, and you'll find that the things that you enjoy, you can still enjoy them in a healthier way and maybe enjoy them more because you're going to feel better. You're going to enjoy it and you're still going to be looking better. So it's a win-win-win. Um, I think everyone in here has a really good idea about the how the carbs work on the meal plan, carbs, when we have them, when we have our fats. I do want to do a homework check-in because we want two homework. So that's either conditioning on Wednesday and Saturday and or implementing a power walk or interval jogging for 2 days a week. Um, and then of course our three strength sessions. So 5 exercise opportunities total, three of which is strength, two of which is conditioning slash cardio. So I'm gonna go around the room. I'm actually gonna start with Miss Crystal. Hey, Miss Crystal.
Hello,
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you outside of your 3 sessions, or I'm not sure how many sessions total you're coming to the gym, but are you doing like cardio, jogging, or anything like that outside of the gym sessions?
Yeah, so I probably do the gym sessions twice a week. At least that's what I've been averaging thus far.
Mm-hmm.
And I do power walks, like I use because I have the Peloton.
Okay.
The Peloton, I'm a Peloton member. So I do so like today I did a 20-minute walk and then followed by a 15-minute power walk.
Okay.
So that's normally what I do because of my knee. I haven't really
Mm-hmm.
try not to do much running or anything like that. So I tend to do power walks. If not, I'll get on the bike and do like a 30-minute.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. And then so this week, today is Wednesday. Have you done any of those yet so far? Like your
So
Peloton?
yesterday I did a 30-minute strength training upper body. And I logged that in a very weird way. I don't know if I did it the right, but I logged it. And today I did the power walk. And then
Okay.
tomorrow I'll be in the gym, and then Friday I'll be in the gym.
Okay. Awesome. So we want to get another power walk aside from you said tomorrow and Friday in the gym. So
Mhm.
between I guess Saturday or Sunday, try to get one more Peloton session or bike session.
Okay.
All right. Is there anybody, go ahead and just unmute your mic if you haven't gotten at least one homework in, whether that was conditioning or power walking or
I don't
jogging.
do homework because I was going 6 days to the gym. So
Okay.
yeah, this week, unfortunately, my period came with very pain, a lot of
Mm.
pain because we had a situation here at home. So I was not feeling to go. But tomorrow I started. So I skipped 3 days
Okay.
and didn't nothing. I was trying at least to keep with my food. Like, okay, let me try. I'm drinking more water. That's the other thing. I don't know. A couple of days I start to notice, hey, I'm drinking more water, so that's good because
Hmm.
I hate water. Literal, I hate
Okay.
water. So, but yeah, so tomorrow I start again my normal life again to come back 6 days because I'm not after work to do anything. I work until 5 here at home, and it's
Hmm.
like I don't want to go outside. So and I
Gotcha.
feel
Yeah.
already want to work out during the morning. So and I'm going
Okay.
6 days. Mhm.
All right, excellent. So, it looks like everybody else at least has one cardio session that they've gotten done. Would that be correct, Karita? Yeah, because you went today. Okay, perfect. So that means that we all
Okay.
need to have another cardio session. So either Saturday, which is going to
Saturday.
be conditioning, perfect. Is anybody else going to be there Saturday for conditioning? No, for Daphne. Yes, for Juliana. Crystal, you can just give me a thumbs up if you're going to be at conditioning on Saturday.
I'm sorry. Okay. I was skipping Saturday because I thought it was kettlebell.
Oh,
Oh,
kettlebell was last week.
right. And that tore my knee up a little bit. So
Okay.
I was skipping Saturday. But if Saturday is not going to be kettlebell,
Mm-hmm.
then I can come tomorrow, skip Friday, and come Saturday.
Okay. Or you could come to all three.
I mean, I'm trying. He is looking like
I would rather you come Thursday and Friday for strength,
okay.
and then if you feel up to it on Saturday for conditioning, yes. Otherwise, just do your cardio at home.
Okay. All
That way
right.
you get that strength training in. And then
Okay.
Miss Jessie, are you there? I know you had a question about the 30-30, and then I'm getting ready to let you guys go. Are you there? Are you with us still, Jessica?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Earlier, and yes, I was in the puddings sound amazing. My daughter was just screaming, crying as soon as I came in, so I had to like mute and wait until she calmed down because
Okay, I got you. Understood.
um
Okay.
yeah, yes. So Saturday I usually can't make the Saturday ones because the class is at like 9:30.
Hmm.
So I have to be at work by 10.
Okay,
Uh,
that's fine.
but Savage Sunday
Okay, perfect.
will
Savage
have me
Sunday.
regretting every single moment of my life again.
Yeah, very good. Just a quick little 1-2, just long enough for you to regret it and then be done. Like, oh, that was
Yeah.
fast. But I do want to make sure the 30-30 is clear. So when it comes to the 30-30, which everybody should be taking a 30-30 approach, whether you're power walking, jogging, riding a bike, and this is where you're going high intensity, almost high intensity, difficult to hold a conversation for 30 seconds, and then you switch off and you go moderate intensity for 30 seconds. You switch off back and forth for a total of 30 minutes. Now, the progression for that, after you've gone 30-30, switching off, and you're only taking the 30-second break, you're not finding yourself resting like, ooh, my 30 seconds up already. I need 15 more. Once you're not doing that, that's when you progress to the 40-20 split. That means you're going high intensity for 40 seconds, taking a 20-second break. When the 20-second break, you're honoring the 20-second break and you're not extending it, that's when you go, I think the next progression is 60-30. 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, and then the progression goes on and on until eventually you're able to go high intensity for the full 30 minutes all the way through. So that's going to apply to whether you're on the bike, whether you're power walking, whether you're jogging or running. So everybody just keep that in mind. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense.
That
Cool.
makes a lot more sense than the way I was thinking it was.
Okay.
But I mean, today I made it like jogging for a minute for like I had maybe like 10 minutes left of my 30-minute cardio today before I was just like, all right, I really can't do this anymore. But then that makes more sense because I also wasn't doing it correctly.
That's
So,
okay.
but the way that I have been doing it, even though like the timing has been wrong, is like power walk 30-second is my like lower interval one, and then jogging slash running for 30 seconds on high
I mean,
intervals.
yeah, that works too, but you can always bring your lower intensity. You can bring that lower intensity down to the ground if you need to.
Okay.
All right, Daphne. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Daphne's hopping off. I'm getting ready to let everyone go. I do want to remind you guys to weigh in. Tomorrow's Thursday, so if Thursday's your last session, then make sure you weigh in tomorrow, or Friday. Make sure you weigh in. Just weigh in at that last session. And then remember, conditioning on Saturday, Savage Sunday on Sunday. I don't know why I was blanking out for a second. Thumbs up if you're committed to meal prepping slash planning, having your meals planned out for the week this weekend. Thumbs up if you are going to do the thing. Cool, 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 cool. Crystal, your thumb not up. Okay, Crystal. We'll chat. We'll chat.
You need, yeah, I need a little bit more work because I get bored so fast with food, so it's
Okay,
hard.
I got you. Look, Crystal, I'm gonna ask you to stay on just a minute. I'm gonna let everybody else go. Thank you, everybody. I'll see y'all either tomorrow night or Friday morning when I'm running sessions. And y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming in for the check-in.
Have a good night, everybody. See you.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye.
Good
Thank you.
night. Thank you, ladies.
Good
Good night,
night.
Karita. All right. So,
I don't
Crystal,
know. I don't know.
you're good,
I
Jariana.
don't know
I
how to
think I can help you.
Let me try.
Let
Okay.
me see.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna help you. Bye. Okay. Crystal, you have the meal plan?
This one?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then there's also recipes that accompany that meal plan in the app. Are you in the app?
The Bamboo app?
Yeah, you say you logged the workout, so you must be, right?
Yeah, I'm in there. I didn't see
Okay.
any recipes in there. I didn't even know where to go to get recipes.
So recipes, number one, the Facebook group. You in the Facebook group?
Nope.
Ooh, child. So the Facebook group has recipes. Let me see. It's gonna be Bamboo Athletics Coaching and Support. So if you look that up on Facebook, but also in the app, your meal plan is also available or it's accessible in the app. So the fitness app, there's a fork and knife icon at the bottom of the
Uh,
screen.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And then so you'll click that and
Says level one strategy. Mm-hmm.
uh-huh. You'll hit like view for that PDF and then
Mm-hmm.
you'll see a link for healthy recipes. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Yep. So all those recipes are like aligned with your meal plan specifically.
Oh.
So that'll give you like some ideas and variety so it's not like the same like kind of boring stuff. But also when you join the Facebook group, you'll see people post different ideas and recipes and stuff in there. And like I said, you could always look up a recipe, find something. Even if I made beef stroganoff and it was amazing. But it was like complying with the plan. So any recipe that you like I said, I don't know if you were on the call at that moment, but we can always make it meal plan friendly to where you're still hitting the proper protein and macros, but you're also getting a little more enjoyment from what you're eating.
I don't eat I don't eat beef or pork.
Okay.
Um and
You have to,
I don't do dairy. I don't do a lot of things, so it's interesting.
yeah. You do
I eat
tofu?
I eat very lean. No, I don't do tofu.
Okay. You do
Um,
eggs?
I have to
You
really
just
be in the mood for eggs.
okay.
Um,
You do smoothies. I know you do
I
smoothies.
do a lot of smoothies.
Okay.
Um, so that, yeah, like this loaded baked potato. I would do that, but I would do it with a sweet potato.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't do regular potatoes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like some of these I would do. Like I'm looking at it like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, some of these
And,
things I'm already doing.
okay. And you can play with it too. Like if you let's say the recipe calls for, I don't know, beef. Wait, did you say you don't eat any meat at all?
I eat
You eat
I eat
turkey?
turkey and chicken.
Okay, so yeah, like if the recipe calls for beef or something else, you could easily replace it with
Mm.
ground chicken or turkey or whatever you do actually use. But look through those, see what winners you find, and then let's just talk about what can be done. Because I was vegan before I wasn't. And I was also like in some of the best shape of my life and still complying with like proper macros and stuff. So even with the most restricted, if you would, kind of
Mhm.
diet, there's still room for variety and, you know, versatility. And of course, the smoothies are I love me a good smoothie because they're easy. You can pack a lot of stuff in and still be compliant. So
Yeah, but I feel like my smoothie yesterday was not compliant. I was very upset.
oh, why'd you think it wasn't not compliant?
Because
What was in there?
when I put it into
Oh, you doing the macro challenge.
when I put it in, it was like, oh, 37% fat. And I was like, whoa.
What'd you put in there? Peanut butter?
I use powdered peanut butter.
Okay, good. The PB Fit.
Yeah.
What kind? You put yogurt?
Nope. I just use one banana. I did 4 tablespoons of the powdered peanut, a scoop of the protein, nature's um plant-based protein. I did a half a cup of oatmeal, and that was it. And I was shocked at the percentage of fat. I was like, what?
Huh.
Even in the powdered peanut butter?
No, the powder is it PB Fit? No, the powdered peanut butter shouldn't have been. I have to look at your numbers when you post them in the thing. And then there should be, I'm not sure when the Zoom call is for the challenge specifically for the Summer Slim Down challenge. I have to
Uh-huh.
find out when that Zoom is because I know there must be a weekly check-in for that one. So I'll find out and
Yeah,
let
I
you
didn't put
know.
no chocolate in it. I was like, I'm telling you, that thing killed me. So yesterday I
Yeah.
was like, oh, so I can't have dinner.
But you can have dinner still.
But it took me, I did because I was starving, but
What
it
how
took
was your
me over. It
protein?
took
Your
me over my,
protein. So
so
it took you
that's,
over carbs and fat.
it took me, no, it didn't take me over carbs. It took me
Just
over
fat.
fat.
Okay.
So that's the
So
issue I'm having right now, the past 2 days. Like the first day was bad. Like I was
mhm.
like, all right, that went to hell. So I was like, all right, let me refocus. Yesterday and today, I'm not getting my calories.
Hmm.
I haven't made my calories and I haven't made my protein.
Okay. We're gonna have to we'll have to take a look. I'm gonna ask Coach Ange and a few of the other coaches what that part of the challenge looks like as far as like troubleshooting or like quality control because
Okay.
there's a fix for whatever it is, and because this is new, that's all it is. It's just a matter of like understanding suitable substitutes like I won't say, I won't name names, but one someone who is in the challenge, we have a group chat and she sent her numbers the first day or just for breakfast.
Hmm.
And she was doing like coffee creamer in her coffee, but she does 3 cups of coffee. So to offset it, creamer, she's doing like half a cup of coffee creamer, and that's just her normal thing. But when you look at the data and the percentages, it's like that's all my fat for the day or something like that. So there's ways to tweak. I can't imagine I want to see your numbers. I'll probably see them on Friday, maybe when I see you if there's time or if you come a little bit early. But there's ways. There's ways. We're gonna get to the
It
bottom
looked
of it.
like my milk, because I use either almond milk,
Mm-hmm.
so the milk that only has 3 ingredients, or
Uh-huh.
Elmhurst.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like the Elmhurst had more calories than the powdered peanut butter.
That could be if you're using a nut milk and it's as clean as that. That might be where that fat came from, because that's what nuts are. They're mostly fat. And in that
So
case, make sure it's unsweetened,
it
whatever you're
is. I
using.
don't
And
use
then,
anything sweetened.
okay, you might want to cut it with water. So use half milk, half
Ugh.
water. But you still get the milk in there. Or even, well, we're gonna figure it out.
But the Elmhurst is already water.
What's that? I
It
don't even.
barely has a milky consistency.
Okay. Do you know how many calories it is
It
per
said
serving?
237
Oh,
calories.
it's something else in there. For the milk, I mean.
Well, I'm looking at the I'm not looking at the actual carton
Oh.
itself. I'm looking at the what it counted as in the app.
Let's see. I got it up right now. Yeah, 130 calories and some almond milk is crazy. So we gotta see what else is in there. Cause you're better off doing the almond breeze. 11 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein. It's just water and almonds.
Right.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm like, where
Yeah, there's 11 grams of fat in there. How much do you use? It's 11 grams of fat in 8 ounces. Are you using more than 8 ounces?
yeah, I use 2 cups.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dang.
But you can just use less milk because it's not like your smoothie is, you just have a smaller smoothie.
No.
You
But
don't want a smaller smoothie? You said what?
Did I be hungry?
So why don't you can add veggies to that. You won't taste them. You can add spinach to that. You do. You got something green in your hand right now. You add greens to that.
Mm-hmm.
You can also add berries to it because they're high in fiber and low in fat. Chia seeds are going to be high in fiber, but they're also high in fat. But berries are going to give you the fiber without the fat so that it's still filling. What else can you add for? You say you're going to do dairy, so no yogurt, right?
I mean, I do the almond
Yogurt.
milk yogurt,
That one's a little
but that
iffy
yeah, that's
because it's
gonna
not gonna have as much protein.
right.
It's gonna have more fat. But I would suggest adding some berries to your smoothie to help it become filling, and then dropping the almond milk down to a cup,
Okay.
maybe a spoonful of chia seeds, because even though chia seeds have fat, a tablespoon is not going to give you 11 grams of fat. And it's going to give you 3 or 4 grams of fiber. So it'll offset that almond milk. You'll still get the satiating effect, but far less calories and fat from the almond milk itself. That
Okay.
would be my suggestion. And then because you're adding chia seeds, if you choose to go the chia seed route, and you can go both chia seeds and berries, you will want to dilute it a little bit more with some water because chia seeds give that gelling kind of effect. So water just helps to for that not to be so you're not drinking pudding. But try any variation of those suggestions and
Mhm.
see how you're feeling as far as like fullness, and it'll definitely help with decreasing the amount of fat that you're taking up. But also if none of that works and you decide you want to keep it going with the 2 cups of the almond milk, when dinner time comes around, or you just have to be okay with having super lean options. So dinner would be like chicken breast, super lean.
Eggs and veg.
um yep, and veggies like a salad or a white fish, and just really limiting the fat that you cook with and stuff. But I'm gonna ask Coach Ange about what the check-in looks like as far as the summer slim down challenge. That way we can, if you're having this issue, then I'm sure there are some other people who probably have some confusion about how to make the numbers line up. But it's definitely possible, and the whole purpose of this is to be able to have the flexibility. But this also shows you, like, if this has been your smoothie of choice for a while, then you see now the numbers prove that whatever challenge or whatever stubborn plateau you haven't been able to get past, you can see now the data, and then we can make the adjustments as needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know that milk, that's some good milk. That means it's not watered down.
That's what I'm like, this because I can't do like the almond, the almond breeze and stuff
Like the almond breeze.
away from that gum.
Yes,
That messes with my stomach.
I got you.
So that's why I do either do like, the Malk or the Elmhurst.
Okay. Yeah. So try those things. And then of course I'll be looking in the comment section of the post. Like I need to go in and post mine today. And just looking at the numbers and stuff. So well, it'll all make sense. We just got to find the right groove. So play with those recipes.
Okay.
Send me anything you can post in the Facebook group. Anything like, is this good? Is this okay? I'll either respond to it or somebody else. But at least you don't have to do all those mental gymnastics by yourself trying to figure out if this is okay or not, because that gets exhausting. So just posting in the Facebook group at the very minimum, and then we'll be able to course correct from there.
Who's gonna be there in the morning? Because I'm trying to figure out, because like I added my smoothie that I'm drinking right now for my dinner,
Mm-hmm.
but like how do I had to add each ingredient separately.
Yeah. So you can build out a meal. I'll be there at 9:15. Are you coming 9:15?
Yeah.
Just come early. Come
Okay.
at like come right at 9 or
Okay.
yeah. And then we'll figure it out.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. You too.
Thank you.